Stand tall, bow your head. Let's kneel. Let's butter her up.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
We serve King Joffrey.
He's
Our
not
loyalty.
here, is he? She is.
Oh god, I heard King Joffrey was
The girl
a
can
dick.
speak for her house.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
Who is this king we're speaking of?
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which.
Oh god.
The
Oh
girl is
no.
clever.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
Let me go watch the shows. They're not
They
traitors.
are noble, not traitors, Your Grace.
Noble? Perhaps once. For a northern house. But now they're merely dead. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He's a new one.
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
Coin master, I see.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Shut up, Peter.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall
Everybody
into the hands
wins.
of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our
No.
dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Oh god. I'm sure she regrets it. I won't judge her. She followed her heart.
She was
Dax.
just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
That's...
If there's
yeah.
a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
God damn it. I thought I was doing
Loyalty
well.
can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question.
I
Go
would
on.
Go to the king.
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry
good.
you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she?
Shut
The
up,
most
dude.
dangerous
This guy's gonna get
handmaiden
me
in
killed.
all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl. But not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out.
Oh god.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Margaery was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can.
I clicked X.
She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard.
What are you
Not her.
suggesting?
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Margaery might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be
Time for the
amusing for
typical
me
Game of Thrones
might
betrayal.
prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
Do
You
this.
are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Teaming up with the midget.
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried. How was it?
Kinda sucked.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Margaery has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah,
That's a lot of
Sir
sex.
Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true.
Oh god, please. I don't want
And
to talk about
Oberyn
that.
Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour. Which I doubt is Dornish for
Ah,
wife.
screw it.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate.
I'm straight,
From
by
what
the
I've
way.
heard. Perhaps Lady Margaery could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
You'd be rich and get to do whatever the hell you want.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Margaery well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
No.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Sweet.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne
No
of Tarth
idea.
and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match!
I'm actually teaming up with
Sir
that guy.
Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Just talking.